December 3rd, 1979. Christ, I was probably 5 years old. But, I have vague memories of when it came on the news about the tragedy in Cincinnati, Ohio, when fans were crushed at a Who concert. And I just watched the documentary about this, and I applaud Roger Daltrey for going to see these people after all these years. The families of the victims who were involved in that crush. After watching this, I don't understand why people who were pushing weren't charged with manslaughter or murder. I mean, someone should have been charged. The police should have been charged with not doing their jobs. Concert promoters should have been charged. But, you know, when you have people who have a little bit of power, they get stupid. And they have connections in high places. They get to do whatever the hell they want. But what pisses me off about this even more is evangelical Christians love this type of stuff. They love these types of tragedies. Oh, the devil was there and the devil was collecting souls, and if these kids would have been in church, then this wouldn't have happened. They didn't listen to their parents, so they went to a rock concert and the devil got them. You know, the devil had nothing to do with this, okay? This was just poor planning, stupidity on all sides, greedy promoters who were wanting festival seating because the more people they could shove through the doors, the more money they could get. And it's ridiculous. I remember when I was forced to go to church in the Assembly of God, we had a whole month-long thing in the fall of 1987. They brought in this Reverend Gary Greenwald, Rock's Primal Scream. This shit was just fucking hilarious. But yeah, they played records backwards, and I remember they brought this up, and you know, they just totally went all off. I mean, they love this type of shit. You know, they love using these types of tragedies for their recruitment drives, and they use it to scare people and everything else. You know, not knowing that things happen and the devil has nothing to do with it. It's just stupidity, stupid people, greed, power, morons who were backing up and then rushing forward, running into people, thinking they're going to shove people through the door when the doors weren't even open. And it's just amazing, you know, what people can do. And even the newspaper reports afterwards, you know, wild youth on drugs and alcohol, behaving like animals, and this is the problem with evangelicals, the conservatives, and people like that. You know, they love this type of stuff so they can prove themselves right. And, you know, like, oh, well, see, we told you so. And people need to understand that too. When you do something like this, you are just playing into their hands. You know, the people who are pushing and shoving, you know, should have realized that, but obviously people are stupid. And like I said, why weren't these people charged? I mean, there is no, what do you call that? There is no statute of limitations on murder or manslaughter. So whoever was doing the pushing and the shoving at this concert should be charged. Yeah, and I'm sure people know who they were, they know their names and what happened. So that's, you know, what I would do. I would find out who was doing the pushing and shoving and doing all this, and I would definitely would have been filing charges on them, because their actions contributed to somebody dying. That is murder, manslaughter, or whatever. You know, they too should have been sued. But all the money in the world is not going to bring these people back, and you know, the whole explanation here is the devil had nothing to do with it. It's just stupid people and stupid concert promoters, stupid police who didn't do anything about it. You know, even though people were telling them what was going on, you know, they didn't do nothing about it. And stupid radio personnel who were saying all the doors are going to be open at 3, which was bullshit. You know, them doors weren't open at all till it was too late. So, yeah, to those who lost people in that, I'm very sorry for your loss, and you should take more action. Honestly, I'd find out who the people were that would have been pushing and shoving, and I'd have their asses fried. Cheers, folks.